able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Guys, back to you.
Howie, we'll see how they adjust. Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Running inside. It's Hicks. He's got enough. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He's stopped.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. It's Hicks. Down he goes.
And you want to sneak those draws in there when the defensive line gets over-aggressive and runs upfield. Jesse, they didn't do it on that play.
No, nice job staying in their gaps. Offense was in shotgun. The offensive line was pass setting. They were trying to fool them, but they couldn't get it done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Looking for running room. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head.
It's a seam wide open. The 30, the 20, the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pitt.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick give. It's Powell. He's past the marker. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Right side, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
On the direct snap, it's Powell. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They've got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
drive comes from the 22. Hands it off on the counter. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back to pass, it's Cherry. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Hawkins. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Had to force that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Hits inside, it's Powell. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide right, it's Powell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, it's Powell. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Second down to the air. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Ready, go! Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Long way to go on second down. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play.
Booster. Hydro.
Wants to throw again. Under pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the direct snap, it's Powell. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Cherry. Fires the pass, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Here we go. Ready. 1. Ready to go.
The run inside. It's Powell doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Drives inside. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Comes down. It's Hicks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Hit it right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Panthers will try to convert on fourth down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Got to make the play on fourth. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Panthers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Powell. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to go up top on second down. He slings it deep to the left. Balls in the deep ball. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at LSU, taking on the #1 team, the Kentucky Wildcats.
They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room.
And it's Kentucky in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country
makes the grab in their space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Straight ahead, it's Powell. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 63, set to kick this one.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down. Turning on the Jets. The 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Tells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Schmidt. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Cherry. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And it's third down and short, and I'm kind of surprised. Listen, I love aggressive offenses, but this is an offense that's been running the football really, really well. Surprised they just didn't get physical and try to get that third down with a run.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. All over him immediately.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Slams ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Powell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Bring him down.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 63, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Right side, it's Barnes. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
First down for the offense.
Hand it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Wants to throw on first. Hit as he throws. Left side is Marshall. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Tight end getting vertical. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Powell. Got some room into the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads in the nick of time.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Cherry. Makes the grab on the left. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Running inside, it's Powell. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Fighting off the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Pitt pushing the base. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College